my name is Amanda. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be talking to you today about my 5-star books and my not so 5-star books. Sort of like 1-star, 2-star books. I say 2-star because I don't have any 1-star books this month, but I do have a 2-star book, so that's good. This was a good month for 5-star books. It really was. And the first one I want to talk about is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. If you guys are into mythology and different gods and goddesses, I highly recommend this. This book is just incredible. Just picture if gods and goddesses were in America and they're fighting. They're fighting against the new and the old. This is really, really good. I did try to watch the series and I've only watched the first episode and I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it because this is so good. It just did not translate well on the TV, I don't think. But this is definitely a read and I know it's big, but it is worth it. The next one is Duckling Ugly by Neal Shusterman. This is part of the Dark Fusion series. I read the whole series and they are all different takes on different classic books. This one obviously is for the Ugly Duckling and I really liked this version of it. At first, I was a little bit iffy on it, but as I continued to read it, I really liked this, and this was my favorite one out of the whole series, and I just really liked it, and I even loved the ending, so definitely a 5-star. Now for the 5-star books that I read on ebook or audio, I want to talk about. The first one is Secret Mother, and it is by Shalini Boland, and this book was so good. The whole entire time I'm thinking, what's going on? This is really weird. This is strange. I don't get it. And then you start to get it. It was just really good, and I ended up getting all of her books because of it, because I just know that her books are going to be fantastic. If it's going to be anything like that in the same type of writing style, I already love her. This is the first book that I read by her and I cannot wait to read more. The next one has got to be Scythe, and that's by Neal Shusterman. Just imagine you live in a world to where you don't die unless a scythe says that you're going to die. And they tell you, and each scythe, they have different ways of killing you. They have different methods, different preferred methods, and they need more scythes. And so they pick some kids to go ahead and go through all of these testings and everything to be a scythe. And I can't wait to read Thunderhead. I wasn't even done with Scythe and I ordered Thunderhead. So I really look forward to that one. Only I ordered that one on ebook instead of audio, which is what I listened to Scythe with. And it was really good on audio for sure. The next book is also an ebook and it's called Hard Rock Crush by Athena Wright. And I did receive this from the author to review. And I have to say, I absolutely loved it. I can't get over it. You know, it is your romance type of books, but they are in a band and it's so good. It's so good and I can't wait to read more of her books. The next book I listened to on audio was called Roomies by Christina Lauren. This is one of those books that I fell in love with immediately, and it's about this girl who watches this street musician play all the time. We're talking about for 6 months or so she watches him, and things happen in her life and he sort of helps her, and she finds out that he is here basically illegally. She tells her friend to basically introduce them, and they're going to get married and they're going to live together, And yeah, I mean, I understand it might be a little bit predictable, but it's all about how you get there, and that's just this book was just great. I absolutely loved it. Now, the worst book that I read, it was 2 stars, and it is The Final Warning. This is part of the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. This book, it didn't make any sense at all. I do love this series, don't get me wrong, but this one, it just seemed really out of place. It's about these kids. They have bird DNA, and one of the people in the flock, one of the kids, their job is to save the world. And so her flock helps and everything. And all of a sudden, you find out that the reason is global warming. Where did that come from? I don't understand. I get global warming, but you're going to tell us this in the 4th book. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. It just came out of nowhere. And then in the books after that, they hardly even talk about it. It was the main focal point of this book is global warming. It seemed just so out of place and strange. So those are the best and the worst books that I've read for the month of April. Now, I will be participating in 2 readathons in the month of May. The first one is going to be Readathon, and the second one is going to be the Chick Lit-a-thon, and I am so excited for both of them. So I have this really long TBR. That's going to be crazy. So I'm going to be placing the books that I am going to be reading on my Instagram, so go ahead and check that out. And there are challenges, of course, so you want to go ahead and check that out. Hopefully you guys are going to go ahead and do one of these. If you are, let me know. If you're going to go ahead and put it on Instagram, or if you are making a video, let me know. I would love to go ahead and see what your TBR is. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to go ahead and give this a like and subscribe, and I will see you at the end of May with more books. Until then, it's going to be Project Penning craziness. Bye.